Hola y buenos días. Soy el señor Morris. ¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo están? Let's see, do you remember your choices of how you can answer this? You can say, estoy bien. Oh, and look at how happy he looks. He's got his smile going. His eyes look all happy. Or you might answer, estoy más o menos. And look at the mouth there. Doesn't look real happy. Look at the eyes. Estoy más o menos. Or if you're feeling bad, you might say, estoy mal. Oh, and look at the frown. His eyes don't look very happy at all. That's right. So those are the ways that you might want to answer when I ask you, ¿Cómo está? Yeah. Pero espero que ustedes estén muy bien. I hope you're all doing real well. Today, we're going to talk about the things that we've been looking at so far in this unit, and then add some new things to talk about. But let's begin with our greeting song. And I think you should all recognize the tune to this, and I hope that you'll start singing with me today. Canten conmigo. Buenos días, ¿cómo está? ¿Cómo está? Muy bien, gracias, muy bien, gracias. ¿Y usted? ¿Y usted? Now in English, good morning, good morning. How are you? How are you? Very well, I thank you. Very well, I thank you. And you. And you. All right, very good. Now, as you remember, one of the first questions that I asked you to answer was this one. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Repitan todos. Everybody repeat. ¿Cómo te llamas? And when I ask you this, I want to know your name, right? So you will answer me by saying, Me llamo, and then you tell me your name. Okay? Well, I tell you what, let's try it now. I'm going to ask you, and I want you guys to answer me. You ready? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Now you answer me. Okay, you say, Me llamo. That's right. Okay, good. Now, use your Spanish name if you've selected one. So when you answer me, Me llamo, you can tell me your Spanish name. Another question that I always ask you is, ¿Cómo está? Or ¿Cómo estás? That's right. Now, we've gone over this a lot. And remember, you can answer by saying, Estoy bien, gracias. If you're feeling good, you say, Estoy bien, and gracias is thank you, because that's always nice to say to somebody. But if maybe you're not feeling muy bien, maybe you're just feeling kind of you might say, Estoy más o menos, right? Estoy más o menos. But if you're sick and something happened to you, you might say, Estoy mal. Can everybody say that? Estoy mal. And if you say estoy mal, I may say something like, Pobrecito. Pobrecito. And that means poor little thing. Okay, so if you say estoy mal, I might tell you pobrecito. You guys are doing a great job. I hope you continue to practice those kinds of things, because that's the best way to learn them. Now, I thought I saw our friends Paco and Alicia around here a little while ago. Paco, Alicia, where are you? Hola, Paco. Hola, Alicia. Paco and Alicia would like to see how good your memories are today. Okay? Watch what they do carefully and see if you can follow along. You ready? Paco?
Yo soy un niño.
Yo soy un niño. Very good. Y Alicia?
Yo soy una niña.
Yo soy una niña. All right. Well, did all of you remember what to do when Paco and Alicia said their lines? Well, I tell you what, I'm going to give you another chance to follow along. Remember, I want all of the boys to stand up when Paco says his line and repeat what Paco says, and then you sit down, and I'd like all of the girls to stand up and repeat Alicia's line when Alicia says something, okay? And then you can sit down afterwards. So let's go ahead and go over that one more time. Ready? Okay. Paco.
Yo soy un niño.
Okay, did all of the boys stand up? And I want everyone to repeat. Go ahead and say it again. Paco.
Yo soy un niño.
Aha. Very good. Go ahead and sit down now. I'd like everybody to sit down. Okay. Y Alicia, what can you say?
Yo soy una niña.
Okay, I'd like all of the girls to stand up and repeat after Alicia. Go ahead, Alicia.
Yo soy una niña.
Aha. You guys are doing a great job. Gracias, Paco y Alicia. You guys are doing a great job helping us out here. Adios.
Adios.
Well, did you know that each of you fits into one of those two categories, either niño or niña? And you know what? All of you have families of one kind or another too. Now, not all families look alike. Some families are big, and some families are small. Some have one parent or just one person who takes care of the children. Others have two or maybe even more. Maybe they even have grandparents or aunts or uncles living in the same house and helping out with taking care of the children. Now, so far we've only talked about a few family members in Spanish. Do you remember who we talked about? I tell you what, let's look and review again real quickly. This is the father, right? En español es el papá. El papá. Can everybody say that? All right. This woman here, she helps take care of everybody in the family. She's the mother, right? Y en español es la mamá. Can you guys say that? La mamá. And we also talked about this girl here. She's the sister of the family. Y en español, decimos, we say, la hermana. Can everyone say that? La hermana. And we also talked about this boy. He's a niño. He's the brother of the family. Y en español es el hermano. El hermano, the brother. Now, who can think of some other members of the family? Well, I mentioned some just a little while ago. Tell you what, let's go ahead and have a look now at a couple of other people in the family. The first one. Your mother has a father, and your father has a father. That's your grandfather. Your grandfather. And grandfather in Spanish is el abuelo. Can everybody say that? Abuelo. And your father has a mother, and your mother has a mother. She's your grandmother. Grandmother in Spanish is la abuela. La abuela. Now, we have a lot of people in the family, and one of the ways to help us review is by looking at books and things about family. I brought a very special book that I'd like to share with you a little bit today. It's called Cuadros de Familia, or Family Pictures. And this book is neat. It's in two languages. It's in English and in Spanish. And you can see, here's one of the Cuadros de Familia, one of the family pictures. You can see all of the different family members here. Well, let's go ahead and look at some of these pictures. These pictures were painted by Carmen Lomas Garza. And these are some of the pictures that she remembers from growing up. And here's her mother, and here's her grandfather, their grandmother, and her brother, and they're all harvesting prickly pear cactus. That's right, they eat that. It's called nopales. It's really good. Here's one where the whole family has gotten together to make tamales. You can see them over here, wrapping them up in husks and making them and then cooking them. And everybody's there. The grandparents, the mother, the father, the brothers and sisters, and they even probably have some aunts and uncles there too. In this picture, she calls watermelon or sandia. And this picture has the whole family out there sitting on the patio in the evening eating watermelon. Okay? These are very common occurrences in many Hispanic families. Okay? This one is called Family Pictures. It's done by Children's Book Press, and Carmen Lomas Garza is the woman who painted all those pictures. They're really cool. And as I said, it's in English and Spanish. So you might want to get that and look through it yourselves. Another thing to help us remember all the family members is to use songs. And I have a song that I'd like to sing for you right now. It's called Quiero mucho a mi familia. That means I love my family very much. And see if you can hear the names of all of the family members that we've been talking about. It goes like this. Quiero mucho a mi familia me quiere mucho a mí. Quiero mucho a mi familia me quiere mucho a mí. Mi mamá me quiere mucho, mami, te quiero mucho a ti. Mi papá me quiere mucho, papi, te quiero mucho a ti. Mi hermano me quiere mucho, hermano, te quiero mucho a ti. Mi hermana me quiere mucho, hermana, te quiero mucho a ti. Mis abuelos, mis tíos, mis primos me quieren mucho a mí. Quiero mucho a mi familia me quiere mucho a mí. All right. Well, I tell you what, right now, I'd like for everyone to review the family members with this video while I get ready to do my activity sheet. Ahora, presten atención y repitan todos.
Hola, me llamo Juan Fernández. Yo soy el papá de Consuelo y Raúl.
Hola, me llamo Julia Gómez de Fernández. Yo soy la mamá de Consuelo y Raúl.
Hola, me llamo Raúl. Yo soy el hermano de Consuelo.
Hola, me llamo Consuelo. Yo soy la hermana de Raúl.
Hola, me llamo José Fernández. Yo soy el abuelo.
Hola, me llamo María Castillos de Fernández. Yo soy la abuela.
All right. Now, I hope that you guys are repeating after those videos. That's why I tell you, repitan. That means to repeat. Okay? Well, let's go ahead now and look at our activity sheet for today. It's called, ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? How are you doing? Now, remember up here where it says nombre. What are you going to write? Write your name and try to write your Spanish name. Voy a escribir mi nombre. Me llamo Roberto. Now, it says to trace the letters of the word that describes how you're feeling today. Okay, so let's go ahead and start here with this one. Okay, here he is. He's all happy. He is bien. So go ahead and trace those letters and dot your I. He is bien. Oh, this guy here, see his mouth's kind of straight. He's not really doing really well, but he's not real bad. He's kind of in between. He is más o menos. So go ahead and write your letters. M-A con acento. Don't forget your accent mark. S-O-M-E-N-O. S, más o menos. And look at this poor guy over here. Oh, está mal. He's not doing very well at all. He might be sick or something happened. Pobrecito. Está mal. Now, once you've traced those three, let's go ahead down here and see how these people are doing. Oh, look at, aquí está la abuela. La abuela, the grandmother. And if we ask her, hola, ¿cómo está usted? How are you? Look at her face. She's smiling. What do you think she would answer? She would say, bien. Bien. And then she says, gracias. I'm doing well. Thank you. Yeah. Let's look over here. Aquí está el hermano. Here's the hermano. And we say to him, hola, ¿cómo estás? Can everybody say that? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Oh, but look at his mouth. It's turned down. His eyes don't look very good. He would say, estoy mal. So go ahead and write the word mal. Oh, pobrecito. The poor thing. He's not doing very well, is he? No. How about, oh, here's the mother, la mamá. And we say to her, hola, ¿cómo estás? She will say, how does she look like she's doing? Oh, she looks like she's doing pretty good, huh? So we can say either bien, or you can say más o menos. She doesn't have a real big smile. So let's go ahead and write más o menos. Estoy más o menos. ¿Y tú? And you? How are you doing? And lastly over here, ¿y tú? ¿Cómo estás? And you? How are you doing? Right here, you can go ahead and answer for yourself. Estoy, and you say how you're doing, and then draw a picture of yourself here. And now remember to make the picture of yourself reflect how you're feeling. If you're feeling bien, you make you're smiling and your eyes are all happy. If you're más o menos, your mouth might be straight. And if you're just not feeling very good, you say mal, and you make your mouth turn down at the corners. Now you're all doing a wonderful job. Remember that the best way to learn something is to keep practicing it. So practice with your teacher or teach some of your family members so that you can practice with them. Ahora es hora de la despedida. Favor de cantar conmigo nuestra canción de saludos, de despedida. Sing our closing song with me. And this one you should be getting pretty familiar with now. Canten conmigo. Adiós, queridos amigos, que les vaya muy, muy bien. Adiós, queridos amigos, y cuídense también. Until our next class, adiós y hasta luego.